So here is Mark II. I've now fitted the motor from my Lilliput A4 and I've already given it a go once, and one of the problems I was having was the cog here, the worm gear here, kept jumping off this cog here. So what I then did was added this plate here, the shaft goes through the hole of this plate, and that stops it from jumping off. So if I start it up now, which I've now got it on, come back down here, you'll see I've got it on the old Hornby controller here, so I can vary the speed of the controller. So we'll turn it on. There you go. And as you can see, it's a lot noisier. And it is turning. But yeah, it's still quite noisy. So I'm going to go away, have another think, and see if I can come up with another solution. Now, what can I use? It's very quiet and turns like a turntable. I know just the thing. One record player. Now let's tear it apart. That'll do. I got it working. It's not perfect. It's got a few tight spots in it. But if I come down here, I'll show you. I've used the 2 front feet off the record player as a pulley on here. The record player's pulley belt. And then over here, we've got my Lilliput motor here. But I've got the record player's motor drive off the motor on my Lilliput motor. So all I've got to do now is just perfect this idea. You never know, even perhaps giving a couple of the spindles some oil might actually help. But it's working, and it's really quiet. Right then. Let's see if I can try and get rid of those tight spots. And there we have it. Obviously it's still not perfect, it's still got a little bit of a tight spot in it. And there's the motor drive, but under here I've changed the gear system altogether to a Meccano one. And this actually came with the turntable when I bought it. But nah, stupid me, I wanted the motorised one. I think that one's going to probably end up going in the bin, I think. But yeah, it works. All I've got to do is get it all wired up now. We will turn him off. If I want him to go in any direction. There we go. Ready to run off the turntable. Right then. Now to wire it up. So this is where we're up to right now. I've taken the whole thing apart again. I've replaced the centre shaft in the turntable here, because the original one was quite worn. So I've replaced that, which has made a big difference. What I've also done as well is I've adjusted the bridge so that it's flush with the top of the track here as well. I'll show you how I've done that in a minute. And one other thing I've done also is I've added this box here to the one side, which has covered the whole mechanism up. I've also put a bit of duvet wadding inside that box as well, which has helped deaden the sound an awful lot. So what I'll do now is I'll give you a quick demonstration. I'll turn him round, and as you can see, it is so much quieter now. My wife doesn't think I've got the vacuum going anymore. And I can vary the speed as well and change the direction. So it's still a little bit jumpy, but I'm not expecting perfection. And then slow him down to a stop. There we go, perfect. Fully aligned, ready to come off the track. Okay, right, go underneath now. Right, so underneath here I've soldered the wiring connection up to the turntable. I've still got to insulate the wiring here, but what you can also see is this bottom panel here is bolted to the underside of the turntable. Where's the other one? Here he is. Right, so there's 4 bolts bolting the underside of the turntable to the underside of the baseboard. So I can undo those 4 bolts there and pull the whole unit down in one piece. What I've also got to do yet is I need to add connection blocks to either end of the baseboard here and here, so that in the event that I do have to take this apart, I can just quickly unplug it and pull him out. Another thing I've done as well is try and get you in. Okay, you can just about see a piece of cardboard there. What I've done is I've packed equally pieces of cardboard in all 4 corners so that I can actually, you'll probably see that one better actually. There you go, look. So that I can actually raise and lower the turntable. And okay. So that's what I've done, is I've taken a piece of cardboard out to the 4 corners so that I can raise the turntable slightly, because it was a little bit low. So now it is completely flush with the track either side now. And as you can see, it is completely square with the track on both sides. Okay. There's still a little bit of fiddling around to do. In fairness, although the track is not touching, it is very, very close. So I might just file the ends of the track a little bit more. One other thing I did do as well is I've changed the track on the bridge also. I found that the track on the bridge was, I think it was fine scale track. It isn't as big as what this is now, so I've put code 100 track into the bridge, which has also helped with aligning it all. So yeah, it's a couple of small little tweaks to do now, and then that's it. In other news, my Morley controller is back. Here it is. So I'll be looking forward to putting that back together. I tell you, oh, I'd love to be able to run trains again. But with Morley, you don't really quite know what a company is like until you have to deal with them from an after sales point of view. And they were absolutely magic. They really were. The controller had actually gone over, just slightly over its warranty, and they repaired it for me anyway, free of charge. All I've had to pay for is the shipping there and back, which wasn't really a great deal of money at all. So I am absolutely chuffed to bits that I've got that back. I've been buying some paint as well. I popped past the works the other day and it was rude not to stop and grab some bits and pieces, and I got another box of pastels as well because I've been going through them an awful lot just lately. One other thing I bought as well is this relay. What this relay is, hang on, I will read it for you. It says it is a bistable, whatever that means, latching relay. Now I know what the latching part means. It means is once it switches from one way to another, it stays there until you switch it back, which is exactly what I'm after now. So basically what happens with this is you have your earth connected to, I think it's the bottom pole there, and then the two top ones, you've got two positive ones there, that's for your switch. The idea is I'm going to connect the point switch, which switches the points from lane 1 to 2 into here, and then the first two switches there, they are for the, well, they will be for the track going in. The next two will be for controller 1 to go in, and then the next two will be for controller 2 to go in. So basically what this switch is going to do is it's going to prevent me from accidentally damaging my controller again. So what will happen is when I flick the switch for the points, this little gizmo here will switch it from controller 1 to from controller 2 to controller 1, switching controller 2 off. Did you get that? So what will mean is when the point switches over so that I can run trains over from controller, from track 1 to track 2, even I'm struggling to keep up with this. What it means is it'll switch off controller 2 so that I can run trains in and out with controller 1. I do hope you understand what I'm saying there. Oh dear. If you don't, I'll go into more detail with this when I connect it all back up again and make sure hopefully it works. I do hope it works. So anyway, so that's that. There will be another video over Christmas, when I'm not too sure right now. In that video, what I'm going to be concentrating on doing is getting the controller wired back up, getting all the track tested properly, adding switches to the bottom corner of the layout there because I still haven't done that yet. Doing quite a fair bit more testing, just make sure everything all works properly, and then when it does, I will then release a new video, and hopefully in that video we'll have a running session. Yeah. It's been a long time coming, I tell you. I mean, the basic track itself does work. There has been a couple of hiccups, hence this, which hopefully will fix that problem. Power is now connected up to the turntable, so that's all working properly now. All I need to do now is just get it all working continuously and properly without any more derailments. Yeah, an awful lot an awful lot more work to do. So hopefully between now and the new year, everything will be running. So let's see. And then hopefully in the new year, we'll start building the next level and seeing whether we can actually get trains to go up there or not. Yeah, more about that in the next one too. Or next couple from now, I don't know. Okay, right, I'm blabbering on too much. So I'll catch you all in the next video, and thank you very much for watching. Bye bye all, and happy modelling. Hang on a minute, what did he say? He's expecting us to do all the wiring, refit the controller, fit some gizmo that he's just bought, and have the whole layout up and running. He's expecting us to get all that done in that time. Not asking much, is he really? I know. I don't think we're going to get it done. If you two don't stop complaining about it, we'll probably will get it done. Bloody hell.